So the KP Assembly passes a law giving its members and their spouses lifetime blue passport, toll tax exemptions, and a whole list of other perks. And naturally, people are upset because here is the catch: the government is now saying that this isn't even something they can actually deliver. And let me explain what's really going on here. The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly passed the Powers, Immunities, and Privileges Act 2026, which includes provisions for official blue passports, nationwide toll tax exemptions, up to 8 firearm licenses, category B security, and immunity from arrest without the speaker's approval. Essentially, a VIP package for lawmakers and their families. But here is where it gets interesting. Provincial Information Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Shafiullah Jan has now clarified that issuing blue passport is legally the federal government's responsibility, not the provincial assembly. So the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has passed a law giving itself a privilege it doesn't actually have the authority to grant. And that's an interesting move, isn't it? Passing a law you cannot even enforce. Now the KP Assembly Secretariat says that they have sent recommendations to the federal government of Pakistan through the Speaker's Conference, hoping to align passport laws with those of the National Assembly and Senate. But until the federal government agrees, these blue passports are effectively just a request, not a done deal. Meanwhile, the public reaction has been strong and people are asking why, at a time when the province is facing security challenges, economic pressure, and struggling with public services, the Assembly's priority is giving itself VIP perks. One commentator put it bluntly that at a time when KP needs courage, seriousness, and services, its ruling party has offered self-protection and comfort. At the end of the day, even if these blue passports never actually materialize, since the federal government holds the authority, the fact that they tried speak volumes about where their priorities lie. And that's what's really bothering people.
Renowned Indian author Arundhati Roy stood before a Gen Z Indian crowd on the Cockroach Movement platform and said something very different. Kashmir is not a part of India. India at the United Nations accepted that Kashmir is not an integral part of India.
In my face and very aggressively said, "Madam, is Kashmir an integral part of India or not? Is Kashmir an integral part of India or not?" About 5 times. So I said, look, Kashmir has never been an integral part of India.
This is not something I am saying. This is something Indian writers said. And the reaction? The entire young Indian audience exploded in loud applause. They clapped hard, cheered, and agreed openly. And this is huge. It shows that the Indian young generation knows the government has been feeding them lies. They are now openly accepting the reality that Kashmir never belonged to India.
Even the Indian government has accepted in the UN that it's not an integral part of India. So why are we trying to change that narrative now?
There is a deep and clear crack inside India itself. While Modi's government keeps lying to the world that Kashmir belonged to India, their own writer and young generation is exposing the truth and their own youth is cheering it. This proves what we have always said. Kashmiris completely reject Indian occupation. Despite daily atrocities, killings, pellet guns and brutal oppression, they refuse to live with India. The loud clapping you hear is the sound of India's false narrative collapsing from within. Even Indians are now admitting that Kashmir was never India's. Now truth is winning and occupation is falling.